with the OSI model. So it was a reference model. Yeah. Uh, okay. Share the first chapter. Yeah, Shekhar, I will definitely share on. I will definitely share today, or I'm going to create the Google Classroom. So on the Google Classroom, you can get all the material related to this. Don't worry. Okay. So yeah, yesterday we have discussed on the OSI model. So I think it will be clear in your mind ki when you want to implement a proper and better communication between sender and receiver in any network. So that time we are referring the model that was OSI model, and this model is started in 70s to we were using this model till 90s. So after that, our network was completely developed, and we were expecting some advancement with our network. So that's why we have started the things with TCP/IP model, or this TCP/IP model is a, we can say this model is a core model for the development of internet, or our internet is totally based on the transmission control internet protocol. I have also explained yesterday the main difference between both the OSI and TCP/IP. Then I have also discussed the services of application layer, ki how OSI model generally work in the way of top to bottom. So that thing we have discussed. After that, we have also discussed on some difference between OSI model and TCP/IP model. Then yesterday we have also completed the main things related to the network that we call the network edge devices. Okay, so it will be clear in your mind ki what is network edge device. So keep this definition alive in your mind. An edge device is a piece of hardware that control the data flow at the boundaries between two network. So we are always keeping this thing in the mind at the boundaries of two network. So I always refer this thing, not only in a boundaries of two network, we always consider this edge devices to control the flow of data inside the network. So when we are going to control the flow of data inside the network, so transmission is one procedure, routing is one procedure, processing is one option, monitoring is one option, filtering is options, translation is option, and storage of the data, and the storage of the data rather than the passing of data between two networks. So this all features, if you just want to summarize key what is the main role of this network edge. So the main role of the network edge will just key going to handle the main procedure and the execution of the services inside the network. So that thing we have discussed yesterday. After that, I was giving some example key what is the edge devices and how it's play the main role. So we have discussed on this diagram key how day by day the edge devices are improving, and this edge devices are going to change in a smart way. After the edge devices, we have also discussed on one topic that we call the network core. So if this concept is clear in your mind ki what is network matrix, what is network edge device, what is network end devices. So now we have discussed on the main point that we call the network core. So when we expecting the execution things related to the data transmission on a network edge devices, so that we call the main function of the network. So if I am going to summarize key when you are connected in a local area network, and how your computer, how your laptop, how your desktop is going to play a main role for the transmission, it doesn't matter how your switch is going to react on that, how your router is going to react on your data transmission, and how your links are going to participate for the proper delivery of data inside the local area network. So when we are going to discuss about the switches, when we are going to discuss about the links, when we are going to discuss about the routers, and how this all edge devices are executing and our edge devices are responsible for the delivery of your data, so that we call the feature of network core. So as a computer science engineer, or as a network administrator, or if we are going to complete the network computer network subject, so we will focus on the network core, okay, these end devices are just a decision and it's are just decided by the user. But if user are going to connect with any kind of the end devices, so how these edge devices are going to support for the end device, and how these edge devices are going to execute or going to deploy the connection between the edge devices and end devices. So that we call the core feature of the network. So if you want to understand the core feature of the network, so how is the data transferred through the net, so how the data is going to transfer through the edge devices, so that is the core of the network. So I am going to explain some basic terminologies related to network core. So that terminologies are divided in this way, or these terminologies can be understood by this diagram. So this terminologies we call, when we are transferring the information inside the edge devices, so these edge devices are following, or this network core devices are following the transmission of data on the basis of switched network, or this switched network is following the switching technique. So these switching techniques are divided in a three part. First part we call the circuit switch network, second part we call the packet switch network, and third part we call the message switch network. Now, if I am going to exchange, or I'm performing the transmission of a voice signal into the network, so my circuit switch network will be comfortable. If I want to exchange the bulk information on the network, so my message switch network will be comfortable. But when we are just following, or when we are just executing the things in a way of internet, okay, it's depend on a various type of information execution. So we totally depend on the packet switched network, or this packet switched network is divided into two parts. One is datagram network and second is circuit switch network. So in the computer network, we always use and we are always following the concept of switching that we call the packet switch, and this packet switch is also going to follow the two-way of the transmission of core data inside the network, that is the datagram network and virtual circuit network. So I think it will be clear in your mind ki what is network core, how the data is transferring inside the edge devices of the network. So that mechanism, that procedure we are, that working we are saying the network core working. Okay, so in the first unit I was explaining the whole things related to the computer network. So we have discussed about all the basic parts and components. Now we are going to discuss when the components are clear in our mind. So after the clarification of the components, we are going to discuss on the network core. So network core is a way ki how data is executing inside the network. So this data is executing inside the network by a procedure that we call the switching. Ki if please understand the concept of switching. If you just want to transfer a message from one sender to another sender, and that sender is maybe a remote on a remote location, and that sender may be in a long distance, so that senders will always send or transfer that information in a way of switching of the node, or sorry, message will be transmitted in switching from one node to another node. So that procedure we call the switching. Or if you want to understand the real life example of the switching, then I am preparing a chain of the student, and I just want to transfer one file from one student to the end of the chain of the students. So we are just switching that file to from one node to another node to next node to the till end node. So that is procedure of the switching. So that same concept we follow in the transmission of the file inside the network. So that we call the switching. Now we have divided the switching in a three parts. First is circuit switch, packet switch, and message switch. So I think it's clear why we are going to discuss on the switching and what is the importance of network core. Yeah. Anyone have any doubt regarding this? Is it here? Yeah, if someone is going to ask what is network core, so you can define, Suman. Yes, Zaina, you.
Sir, can you repeat it a little
Okay,
bit?
okay. Yeah, Shubham, I will repeat. Yeah, Ibiza, is it clear? Yeah. Okay. I'm just repeating this thing in my way. Okay. For the technical way, it's just a way ki how data is executing inside the network that we call the network core. So in this first unit, we have discussed ki what is network, which type of devices we are using in the network, how these devices are performing the task. So that all things we have discussed. Okay, so if I just want, Shubham, by a real life example, if I just want to explain ki what is the core function of your motorcycle or what is the core function of your car, can you tell me? Engine, yeah. Okay, what is the core function of or university? If you are a student of Marwadi University, and when you are a device or you are connected with a network of Marwadi, then what is your core function? So in a single definition, I will say ki you are going to complete your BTech from here. So your BTech or the completion of BTech course is your education here. But your core is what? Your engineering degree or your degree in a computer engineering. If I am asking with the pharmacy student, so he will say he is also getting the education, but his core is in a pharmacy department. Okay, so that's why how the things are going to work on that. So if we are saying ki when edge devices are connected inside the network, is it clear what is edge device and end device? Shubham,
Yes,
is
sir.
it, yeah, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so how these edge devices are playing a role in the execution and in the transmission of information inside the network. So that function and that procedure we call the network core. Is it clear? Shubham, I think
Yes, sir.
it will
Yes,
be
sir.
clear now. Okay. So now this network core is totally depend on the procedure of the switched network. So if I am summarizing ki what is switched network, so switched network is a concept. Okay, so please understand what is switched network. So I am not saying it's my world wide web, and in this world wide web we have number of network like network 1, like network 2, like network 3. Okay, so in this global computer network or in this global environment or in this global internet, we have number of network. This network may be contain that same type of situation. In the network one, maybe number of local area network, maybe number of wide area, sorry, metropolitan area network, and in that local area network, maybe a number of networks. Okay, so we can say that this Marwadi University local area network is a part of a Rajkot local area network. And when we are saying the Rajkot's local area network, it's a part of metropolitan area network. So that combination we are following. So when any user of any network, okay, that we call the end device. Okay, so when any end device of any network want to transfer anything to the another network, so how this data will transfer and how this information will execute inside the network. So it will totally executed on the basis of switched network. So why, what is the mean? This end device will just transfer the data to the upside of the network. Then that upside of the network will transfer to the connected to the network, and that will transfer to the next connection, that will transfer to the next connection. So when the transmission of that information from the end device to edge device, and when these edge devices are transferring the information to the network, so that we call the network core, or that we call the switched network. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Shekhar, it's not Shekhar, it's not means ki it's totally based on the switch. That edge devices, this edge devices can be your router. It's not totally on a basis of a switched. Okay. Yeah. But it's play a role like switch. Okay. But it's not always switch, because I will explain ki where we are using the switch and where we are using this router and all. Okay, sir, as you are you are giving the example of a Marwadi network core. So So that will be a switch in this example, teachers. Yeah. You can treat as a switch, okay? Yeah, because we are playing a main role between you and management. So management can be a server, or from that server you are getting all the things, and we are just delivering the things to you as an end device. Is it clear, Arhafat? Yeah, okay. Okay, so dear all, I think the concept of switch network will be clear in your mind. Now I am going to explain this three procedure. So why we have divided this switching in these three ways? So we have divided, we are going to understand the first core mechanism that we call the circuit switch. So what is the mean of this circuit switch? So the circuit switch network resource, or now you can just understand what is the mean of this network resource. So what is the resource of a network, or information, or strength, or what we are exchanging inside the network, so that we call the bandwidth. Okay, so in the circuit switch network, in the circuit switch network, resource bandwidth is divided into a piece and bits. Delay is constant during the connections, and the dedicated path. Okay, please keep this thing in your mind. The dedicated path or circuit established between sender and receiver to provide the guaranteed data rate. Okay, so now by the real life example, I just want to explain a circuit. Yeah, I'm considering the same example of Arafat. Okay, so Arafat, if you are, if I am your mentor and you are expecting something from me, okay, so you will just say, "Ki, sir, I have this type of issue and I want the solution of this issue from the management side." So I will just receive, yeah, Arafat is my end device, okay, and management is another end device, or Arafat just want to send something to the management, okay. So now I am going to play a role as a switch, or you can consider switch or anything you want to consider me, head or HOD sir. It may be play a role of router, or if you just want to understand what you want. So now we are following the channel. So when this communication is going to establish for a specific time, ki, okay, we all have involved in this, or we have delivered your message to the management, and now we have created a circuit between you and management. So when you are going to discuss, Arafat is going to discuss with the management anything. So if this communication is going to held for a 1 hour, okay, so if this communication is going to held for a 1 hour, and the data transmission, you can just consider ki Arafat was saying it's his problem in the way of any transmission way, you can consider the rate of information. So when this pure circuit is established between the sender and receiver for a specific time, so that circuit creation or that circuit procedure, that we call the dedicated path, okay. So now the establishment of the dedicated path for a guarantee of a specific data rate, so that procedure or that network implementation we call the circuit switching. Is it clear? Yeah, Arafat, I think it will be clear by this example. Okay, or for a real network example, if you just want to understand, so when you click on a downloading of a movie, okay, from any torrent side, if you are just going to click on a downloading, so if the file is started in the downloaded mode, okay, first what you are doing, you are just requesting to that server where this file is stored. Or if you have just started the request and your request is going in a confirm mode, so a dedicated path is going to connect between that server and you. So that thing will just take a maybe it's depend on your data rate speed, so it's depend on your network speed. So if it's taking a 1 day, if it's taking a 1 hour, if it's taking a 2 hours, so that thing we call the dedicated path is created between your system and that server, so that we call the circuit switch. Is it clear? Arafat, don't discuss, or we are not going to discuss on that topic, okay? Yeah, so that we call the circuit, or the best example of this circuit switching is telephone system network. is the one of the example of circuit switch. Or I just want to share one image of the telephone network when the circuit switch was started. So you will think how the trunk call was connected in a future. Oh, sorry, in a past. Yeah. Uh, just wait. It's a famous picture, and this image was just uh, this image was just shared by my teacher when I was in engineering institute. So that's just wait. I want to share that image with you. Yeah, it's a old image. Yeah, wait for a minute. I just want to show you that. How the trunk call was connected when you were calling to in the movies of 90s. You can just check this thing. You are just saying you have to connect my call, so that trunk call was just connected in a way of circuit switching. The image then I will share with you. Yeah, circuit switching example in communication. Yeah, yeah, I think that image I'm not getting at this time. Yeah, but yeah, it's one example of the switching. You can just check, but that real yeah, it's one more example of the switching. How how the telecommunication persons was just switching your call. Okay, so when you just want to connect to room number, any room numbers or any numbers, so they were just connecting in that way from one trunk call to the another trunk call. So that is the mean of switching. Okay, so when you are following this mechanism in the in the network, so that we call the switching of the network. So I think it's clear using the wire and by the changing the ports. Yeah, Suman, that was the things related. Okay, but now we are following this thing. Yeah, it's one example of the switching. Okay. Yeah, so you can understand how these peoples are switching the connections. So it was a shifting, but now we have lots of things related to. Yeah, it's this image. I was talking about this image. Yeah, this was the system, and how you can understand when you are just executing a call. So a person was switching the call. Now we are just dialing a mobile number, and it's directly connect to the person. But that time that was just executing in the way of trunk call, and the people was just maintaining this thing in this way. Okay, so dear all, I think the switching will be clear in your mind. And now we are using the switching in a time division multiplexing. We are using the switching in a frequency division multiplexing are the two methods to multiply to multiplex the multiple signals into a signals carrier. So when we are executing the thing, so we are following this. Now next core concept of the switching that we call the packet switching. So dear, the packet switching is a method of transferring the data to a network in the form of packet. So at this place we are just trying the things in the way of a dedicated channel. Okay, once a channel is going to create, then it will be comfortable. We are continuously transferring the data. So that thing was the circuit switching. But now we are switching the information in the form of packets. So that time the maximum resources of the network in the circuit switching was ideal. Okay, if you are going to discuss with me, then all the end devices are not able to transfer something to me. But in this procedure, we all are participating in the form of your information. So that we call the packet switching. In the order to transfer the file, the fast and efficient manner over the network and minimize the transmission latency. So what is the mean of the transmission latency? That means you have to not wait for the maximum transmission. If you want to transfer 1 GB file, so it will just not transfer in a way of circuit. Now you will just divide that 1 GB file in a 10 file, so 100 MB each, 100 that there will be a 100 MB files. So now you can just create that 10 pages, or sorry, the 10 packets, or the 10 packets may be delivered at the same time at the receiver end. So the data is broken into a small pieces of the variable length that we call the packet. So please keep this thing in your mind. If I just want to transfer a 1 GB file, so in the circuit switching, I was transferring like a pipelining. Okay, this 1 GB is just going to transfer for a dedicated path. So it may take how much bits are going to transfer, or in which rate we are going to transfer from sender to receiver. But now in the packet switching, what exactly I am doing? I am just dividing this 1 GB. It may be 100 KB, sorry, 100 MB. Okay, this 1 GB may be 1000 MB. So now I just want to divide this 1000 MB in 100 MB each. Okay, so now I just want to preparing a 100 MB packets. So how many packets I am going to prepare? So I am going to prepare a 10 packets of 100 MBs. Now I will just throw this, or I will just send this 10 packets into the network. At the same time, this 10 packets can be delivered at the receiver end. Okay, in this way, what is happening? The transmission latency was high. I have to wait for the transmission of 1 GB, but at the same time I can just deliver the 10 packets. So the 1 GB can be delivered in a 1 minute, that 1 GB can be delivered in a 1 second. So that is the benefit of packet switching, or we were just following these things. Now all the components of the network and all the end devices, or all the edge devices were busy in the network for the transmission of this 10 packets. So at the destination, all the small parts or all the small packets. So if I am going to divide this 1000 MB in a 10 packets, or each packet is containing the 100 MB. So this all packets are going to combine at the receiver end, or that maybe belongs to the same file, or those are belonging to the same file. A packet composed of the payload and various control information. So in the next fourth unit, we are going to discuss how I'm converting or dividing this thing. So dear, today, if you are going to receive any kind of information on your system, on your internet, so you are just going to follow the packet switching. Okay. So I think by this example, the packet switching is clear to all of you. Sunny, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Shubham, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the last point. Okay, so the last point, I just want to say when or speed is slow, okay, you can just check on my screen. When I am just writing to the www.google.com, or when I am entering, so when my speed is slow, so at this point you can just check, when you just want to check on your browser, so http google.search is coming. If I am typing here Vishal, Chandel. Okay, so when I am entering this, so you can just check the packets are coming here. Okay, so when you are waiting for a packet, and this all things, this all small letters, when you are going to check on your bottom of the browser. So when I am going to click on, I'm not on Instagram. Okay, so yeah, just wait. Yeah, anything, suppose I just want to check on LinkedIn. Yeah, so when I'm searching anything, so I'm just requesting the packets, and this network is just sending those packets to my browser. So you can just check. So sometime when we feel the speed is low, so the packet may come in that way. So if I just want to check any image, okay, so there is not my image. Okay, any image, if I just want to check on it. So earlier what was happening, when we were just clicking on the image, yeah, you can check here how the packets are receiving there. So that image was just coming in a slow packets, or maybe some packets are come, so the image was just coming half, and some packet was waiting, so you were not receiving the packet at that place. So dear, that is the procedure of packet. Yeah. Okay, not an issue. Yeah. So is it clear ki how the switching of the packet is working generally? Yeah. Now we were not satisfied with the circuit switching because it may taking the time. So we have shifted at the packet switching, and our internet was very comfortable and it's working on a packet switching. And we have divided this packet switching in also two parts. First is datagram network, and second virtual circuit network. So now let's understand what is the datagram network and virtual circuit network. So I will explain this datagram network and virtual circuit network, but at this time you have to keep this thing in your mind. If I have one network, yeah, I just want to show you the example of this, so it will be clear. Yeah, wait for a minute. By the diagram, okay, I have a better diagram of it. Virtual packet switching. Yeah, you can easily understand. I am not spending much time on it because by the diagram you can easily understand. Yeah, just wait. Okay. Yes, this example. Wait for a minute. Yes, why I'm using this all type, because the networking is very important when you are following the things in a diagram. Okay, so these two diagrams are going to explain the concept of virtual switching, virtual circuit approach of the packet switching. So now this sender want to transfer this three packet number 1, packet number 2, and packet number 3. So when this sender want to transfer these three packets, so these packets are just going to establish a virtual circuit once, okay, like the circuit switching. Okay, so we are following the packet switching, but we are implementing this packet switching in a network like a circuit switching. So when the packet switching is going to follow and they have decided a virtual path or virtual circuit for the transmission, so all the packets will just travel this specific path. So when it's happening, we are dividing our information in the form of packet, but that packet are going to follow the virtual circuit. So it's one form of packet switching in a virtual circuit approach. But when this packet are just going to follow a different path every time. Okay, packet number 1 will follow this path, okay, and packet number 2 will follow a different path. So when these packets are going to follow this type of procedure, so that we call the datagram procedure. So I think by this diagram you can understand what is the mean of datagram approach. Following the packet switching, but the packet switching is going to work in a procedure of the datagram. So Suman, Shubham, I think it will be clear. In the virtual circuit, what we are exactly doing, we are implementing the packet switching, but we are following the dedicated path. So in some cases we follow the circuit switching, packet switching in a virtual circuit approach, and in some cases we follow the packet switching in the way of datagram approach. So which procedure you feel better? Please tell me comments on a chat box.
Virtual, sir.
Virtual. Yeah, dear all of you, please comment on it. Comment on it if the concept is clear in your mind. Circuit switching was not better because we were waiting for that, or that was the drawback. Okay, I want to transfer 1 GB, then I have to just transfer like a pipeline. And the same concept we are following in a virtual circuit switching, virtual circuit approach of the packet. So which is better? Here, virtual. Okay, I just want to add, when we are not caring about or packet ki whether the packet is coming or not. Okay, कि यार मुझे ये, I don't want to care कि packet should be delivered, or I'm not caring about the delivery of packet. So I will follow the datagram approach because it's fast, because it will get a number of routes. Okay, but when the security is required and I am caring very much about the delivery of my packet, कि okay, this packet should be delivered, or in case if some packet is going to stolen, then I can identify, or I can follow the path key from which path my packet was coming. Okay, so all the banking transactions are going to follow by a virtual circuit approach. They are just assigning a virtual circuit between a sender and receiver, and all the illegal, or sorry, all the social networking commands are just going to follow the datagram approach. So is it clear in your mind? Sir, example of both. Yeah, Shubham, I was saying ki when you are just logging in your banking transactions, so that time we are following the virtual circuit. Okay, because you and the circuit of and the server of your bank, it's creating a virtual circuit. Okay, now anything you are performing on your network, so it will be secure, and anything is going to wrong, then you can track it. Okay, and if you are just uploading any image on Facebook, and if you are exchanging anything on a Facebook, so they are not going to care you from which path you are going to send this thing. Okay, if something is going to wrong, ki, okay, Neeraj have uploaded a wrong image on a Facebook, so they will track later, or it may take time. Okay, so packet switching or the virtual approach is always identified, or we know from where the packet is coming, or which route packet was following. But in the datagram, we don't know how from which path the packet is coming. Okay, so I think it will be clear to you how the mechanism. So it was a little bit it was a small things. Now, what we are exactly doing in a message switching. Okay, so
Sir,
yes.
sir, why virtual circuit is a little bit slow with data approach?
Yeah, Shubham, you can just imagine ki I have 100 packets, okay, and I want to transfer this 100 packets to a remote client, which is it may be in a San Francisco. So now I just want to establish a dedicated virtual circuit in a unknown network. Okay, we can say the unknown network, because I don't know ki how my vendor is delivering, or how my vendor is going to connect me with a San Francisco client. Okay, so so my vendor may contact to any network operators, or it may just shift, or it may follow the any virtual circuit. Okay, so when it will create a dedicated virtual circuit, so each and every dedicated virtual circuit will just follow a path. So you can just imagine ki when I am transferring the 100, so it will like a circuit switching. Okay, but it will be in the form of packet. Okay, so that's why it's slow. Is it clear, Shubham? Yeah, Shubham. Yeah. Is it clear, or it's not clear? You are writing no, sir.
Sir, it's not clear, sir.
Okay. You can just please understand in this way. Uh, I just want to give one more example. Yeah, in this diagram. In this diagram. Yeah. Okay. If as a sender, here we have 100 packets. Okay, now we have decided ki all the packets will transfer to a dedicated path. Okay, so now path is fixed, and the speed and all the channels, now it's my router. Okay, and it's my receiver's router, but I am not going to care ki this all routers will play the main role when I am establishing a virtual circuit. Are you getting my point? कि मैं अपना रिस्क तो ले सकता हूं, okay, कि my router will always play a main role for the transmission of my packets, but how I can take the risk of or how I can consider कि this all routers are going to play the preference to transfer my 100 packets. So that's why it's a little bit slow. Are you getting point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we
या
know.
ये वैसा है ना कि यार मैं और रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल के लिए कि मैं शुभम से कहूं कि शुभम यू हैव टू डिलीवर दिस पार्सल टू एट माय होम इन टिल इन इवनिंग. So okay, so Shubham is my student, so I am caring about the Shubham. Now Shubham is giving that parcel to deliver the fast to his friend, and his friend is giving to the parcel to his friend, and his friend is giving the parcel to his friend, and now the parcel is going to delay. Okay, so when I will ask to Shubham, Shubham will ask to that, and the same circuit will. So Shubham will say, sir, I have created the circuit for the fast execution, but circuit is failed because my friends was not playing the main responsibility. Is it clear, Shubham?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, okay. But now, if I just want to divide my parcel, or I was just giving the parcel to Shubham, I was just giving the parcel to Sachit, and I was giving the parcel to Suman also. And I was saying, okay, yaar, mera ek machine hai, this machine's 3 components, and now this component should be assembled at my home till the evening 6 o'clock. So now Suman is delivering first, Sachit is also delivering that second component, and Shubham is delivering the component in a third. So sometime that components come late, so the image will just open in a first half of the image. When the second component will come, so the second half of the image will open. So that thing was happening in 80s and that thing was happening in the 90s, but today this thing is not happening. Okay, that old mobile we were using, and when we were clicking on the internet, and when I just want to see the image, so that image was just coming in a way of packets. Okay, Shubham? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay, 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 okay. So dear, I think this main core will be clear in your mind ki how data is going to transfer. Now please focus on the last topic that we call the message switching. So this both mechanism we are following in the internet, but on some specific requirement when we are expecting the fast speed or transmission of the data inside the network. So we just combine, okay, because this packet switch was complicated when we were bifurcating those packets and we were reassemble those packets. So what is the mean of the bifurcation or fragmentation of those packets? Sender को भी वो packets bifurcate या fragmentate करना है, और receiver को भी उनको reassemble करना है. So to reduce the reassembly or fragmentation of the packet, we are just changing this way in the way of message. Okay, so now a single message was just divided into a packet, and the same packet was just converted into a message. So now the complete message is going to deliver. It may be contain 10 packets, it may be contain 20. So that things we call the message switching procedure. So I think this 3 switching will be clear. Anyone have any doubt? You can ask me. Yeah, okay, okay. It will over dedicated path, right? Yeah, no, Suman, it will be like that key. Please understand by this example, my message, hello Shubham. Yeah, it's message, message, okay. So hello Shubham, this is Vishal. Okay, so this message is just coming in that way, and if I just want to deliver this message, so when I will divide this message into the packet, so complete message is just combining in a one message. Okay, so it may be contain 5 packets. So we are focusing on the delivery of packets. Okay, so that type of switching we call the message switching. So dear, it was a core of the network. In the core of the network, we are going to discuss on a connection-less or connection-oriented. So this connection-oriented and connection-less concept, I will explain please, this concept at this time we are not going to discuss on this concept because it will be very complicated. So this concept I am going to discuss in a transport layer when I will explain you TCP/IP and UDP. So that time it will be clear. Okay, but I just want to summarize. Okay, what is the mean of connection layers versus connection oriented? So, if you just want to understand the connection layers, so one packet at the time, so that we call the connection lace, and in the connection oriented a continuous streaming of the packets. So when we are implementing the virtual circuit, so it's a part of a streaming of the packet or connection oriented. Do packets follow the same routes? So in the connection lanes in the connection lanes they don't follow the same route, but in the connection oriented they follow the same route. Are resource reserved in the network? So the resources will be not reserved in the connection lanes, but in the virtual the resources will be reserved. If we are going to discuss, are the resource reserved in the communication host? So in the communication host will not responsible for that, but in this the host will be responsible for that. In the connection establishment done, so yeah, when you can just understand by this diagram. Okay, so you can say the connection is going to establish here and the connection is not going to establish here, because when all the packets will deliver, that time we can consider the connection is established. Okay, in the continuation, just wait. Yeah, last point. Yeah, what addressing information is needed for each packets? So the full source and destination address required in a connection lace. Okay, just we are sender will known and destination. And in the virtual, we have to just start with the virtual circuit, and the sender and the receiver will be identified into the network. So the connection lace and connection oriented will be clear in your mind, and it will better clear when I will explain the TCP/IP and the both protocol TCP/IP and UDP. Okay, so if anyone have any doubt at this point, we are going to end our first unit. Okay, so I just want to summarize today's session, what we have discussed today. So dear, just wait. Today we have started our discussion with the difference of OSI TCP/IP, which we have discussed yesterday. Then we have started the understanding of network edge. Then we have started the concept of network core. So in the network core, if someone is going to ask, so you have to say, how is the data transfer through the net? So first you have to define the core of the network, then how the data is going to transfer in the core. So that thing is going to follow by the switch network, and this switch network are work in a three-way. First is circuit switch, packet switch, and message switch. So in the circuit switch, we follow a dedicated circuit path for the transmission of a guaranteed data rate. So that we call the circuit switch. In the packet switch, we just bifurcate our data into a small chunks, or this small chunks was following a various type of path inside the network. So it's also divided into a two methods. First was datagram method, and second method we call the virtual circuit method. So in the virtual circuit method, we deliver the packet in the form of a dedicated path, and in the datagram, we deliver the packets in the way of undefined routes. And in the end, we call the message switch. So when we are combining these packets in a type of message, or we responsible, or we are focusing on the delivery of that packets in the form of message, so that switching we call the message switching. And one another thing, when we are combining these packets in a form of message, so that we call the window. Okay, so if someone is going to ask what is the concept and relationship between window and packets, so you have to just say a window is a combination of packets which we create in a which we organize in a message switching transmission. So dear, if anyone have any doubt, then you can ask me. Yeah, is it clear to all? In real, which we use most. So Suman, it's your homework. You have to just search when I am going to download the movie, so which type of switching is going to work. when I'm uploading the image, so which type of switching is going to work, when I'm sharing the text on a social networking site, so which type of switching we are going to follow. Is it clear? So it will be better clear in your mind. Is it clear, Suman? I think so. All of you have to just search. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So dear, I think it's sufficient for today's, or at this point we are ending our first unit, or within half hour I'm going to create your Google Classroom and then I will upload this all. Okay, so please take a recap of all the topics and refresh your all the concept related to the network. Okay, so if anyone have any doubt, then you can ask me in the next lecture, or in the next lecture I am going to briefly explain the TCP/IP working. Okay,